it is a great honor and privilege as the Prime Minister and Minister of National Security to welcome the United States Southern Command, U.S. Southcom, sponsored exercise TradeWinds back to our beautiful Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. This is the second TradeWind Phase 1 exercise we have the pleasure of hosting in the short but productive span of the last 3 years. We are therefore very excited to receive another opportunity to facilitate this important multidisciplinary and multi-agency maritime security and disaster response training. This week, we will see over 500 military, law enforcement, and civilian personnel from 20 partner nations, including host country of St. Kitts and Nevis, undergo intensive training, much of which had been referenced by our own commander of the force, Commander Anthony Cumbry, and of course from General Juan Pablo Ferrero of the U.S. South Command. I want to extend a heartfelt welcome, or that should be a hearty welcome, to the contingents, and could we give them all a round of applause, hailing from Antigua and Barbuda, the Bahamas, Barbados, Belize, Canada, Dominica, the Dominican Republic, France, Grenada, Guyana, Haiti, Jamaica, Mexico, the Netherlands, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Suriname, Trinidad and Tobago, the United Kingdom, the United States of America, and of course our own, the contingent of St. Kitts and Nevis. Welcome to all of you. And to our visitors, I especially want to encourage you, notwithstanding the hectic schedule that is planned, to find some time to relax and immerse yourselves in the tranquil beauty of which speakers before me made reference. You had an opportunity this morning to partake in just a wee tiny bit of our vibrant culture displayed by the acts we had this morning. And of course, during the next 8 or so days, you will be treated to the appealing cuisine that St. Kitts and Nevis is so well known for. While you are at it, don't forget to do some shopping so that you can take remembrances of your experiences and a little piece of this picturesque island gem back with you. But before you do all of this, the critical, significant work that brought you here must begin. I am told that you will be receiving critical training support from some 18 organizations, mostly out of the United States of America, including the FBI and the NCIS, along with our regional agencies, SIDEMA, IMPACTS, and the RSS. Additionally, the St. Kitts Nevis Defense Force, which is the local agency taking the lead in Phase 1 of Exercise TradeWinds, will be supported by the Royal St. Christopher Nevis Police Force, along with other agencies of law enforcement in St. Kitts and Nevis, including our EMS, Emergency Medical Services, the Red Cross, the Ministries of Immigration, Health, etc., will be participating. The theme for the Phase 1 training taking place in St. Kitts and Nevis is capacity development through integrated training and exercises to confront national security challenges of the 21st century. This is a most important theme when we reflect upon the fact that our current threat realities cannot be overcome by any one nation. The collective effort of the Caribbean and other nations in the Western Hemisphere is required in our geographical space. The strategic objectives of the training are to improve tactical skill sets as well as enhance cooperation, interoperability, maritime interdiction cooperation, networking, and information sharing. This training, which is tailored for the region, by the region, and designed to bolster the internal security of the Caribbean, will cover disaster relief, humanitarian assistance, and of course, special security operations. Specifically, the training is designed to prepare participants to better plan for and respond to disasters, emergencies, and threats, such as a major natural and/or humanitarian disaster resulting from, for example, a devastating earthquake or a catastrophic hurricane, as several of our partner nations and St. Kitts and Nevis experienced last year in the form of Hurricanes Irma and Maria. My government is very pleased that a focus of the TradeWinds training will be on preparing and implementing effective humanitarian assistance and disaster relief operations. This heartens my government because we look forward to building on the lessons learned and the insights we gained in the wake of last year's punishing Atlantic hurricane season. I am proud to say that this Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, the smallest independent state in the Western Hemisphere, punched above its weight, rendering invaluable disaster relief and humanitarian assistance when so many islands were caught off guard. We recognize the need to further build capacity and capabilities, and we are committed to continue to step up to the plate when our neighbors need our help. So, like the marching of the participants we saw earlier today, TradeWinds' timing is precise, as this year's Atlantic season is predicted to be active, and already Alberta has already landed within the region. This year's TradeWinds also comes as the Caribbean has been seeing increased seismic activity, most notably from the volcano just 5 miles off of Grenada. I have been assured that we can therefore expect training components or indirects that reflect real-world scenarios, so that in the face of a real threat, our security forces and emergency response personnel will be able to coordinate seamlessly and in a manner and time that both meet international standards. In this regard, I want us to give a round of applause for NEMA, which last year responded in coordination with all the relevant agencies to put our St. Kitts and Nevis in the best shape to prepare for the 2 hurricanes and to respond after. Could we give NEMA and all the participating institutions a round of applause? Here in St. Kitts and Nevis, the government takes the security of our citizens, residents, and visitors seriously. And it is imperative at all times that we do not falter and we do not stop in mid-stride. We boast a large and ever-growing expat population that finds St. Kitts and Nevis a nice, laid-back alternative to the hustle and bustle of their homelands. Some 35 years ago, we started our track record of training American, Canadian, and other international students in veterinary medicine and healthcare. In 1983, Ross University School of Medicine came to St. Kitts, and several more offshore learning institutions have come over the years, bringing a diverse student body from all parts of the world to St. Kitts and Nevis. The students now hail from Africa, Asia, the Middle East, United States of America, and Canada. With this influx of new residents comes the responsibility to protect them as we protect our own citizenry. I am confident that Phase 1 of TradeWinds 2018 will better prepare St. Kitts and Nevis, and indeed our partner nations, in protecting against the 21st century external threats to national security, such as transnational organized crime, including cybercrime, human trafficking, and the illicit trade in small arms and light weapons. I am told, too, that participants will be exposed to bomb disposal techniques or EOD training. My highest commendations go to the local organizing committee and the U.S. Southcom for planning what will be a well-executed exercise that will pay worthwhile dividends in the long term. Could we give a round of applause to our local organizing committee and again to the U.S. South Command. I wish all of the participants every success, and thank you in advance for participating in the community service and outreach to our schools and other public facilities, both on the island of St. Kitts and on the island of Nevis. My government and people respect and commend you for all that you do to ensure our safety, our security, and prosperity, and we will stand always with the security forces. TradeWinds 2018 provides our nation's security, health, and emergency resources with an excellent opportunity to build capacities through integrated approaches and better develop their capabilities to protect our citizens from crime and the ravages of disasters that occur in our region, such as hurricanes and floods. The experience for our first responders is invaluable and stands to serve the nation well in the present fight against crime and other forms of adversity that impact our Caribbean region. So again, we are proud to host TradeWinds 2018, and we thank Southcom for their confidence in St. Kitts and Nevis for wanting to come to us again and again, and I gather in their next outing, they want to come back to St. Kitts again. So we will make it happen by ensuring that you have the best experience anywhere within the region. On behalf of the government and people, it is my pleasure now to declare the TradeWinds Exercise 2018 officially open. And may the peace and security abound in our region. May God bless us all. I thank you.